We are about to get paid. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Pink Panther live from the you know what studio. It's gonna go down tonight. It's really gonna go down. We're getting paid tonight, and I'm gonna explain to you why. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope that everybody's having a good week, and I hope that you have a good weekend upcoming. But we're going to talk about some Panthers. We're going to talk about some sports. We're going to talk about someone's journey. We've got a really super fan for you tonight. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you for all of your viewers. I want to thank everyone who's going to be joining in the comments. We appreciate your support. You know, it means so much that you support our channel so much. Pink Fanfare, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and soon to be TikTok. Well, as you well know, I told you we're going to get paid tonight. And the reason is because being a super fan is a thing. I guess you guys already know that. And on this show, we're professionals. We're professional super fans. So, yes, and we get so kooky about our teams. You guys already know how we do. Thank you to our producer BA on the ones and twos back there. I want to appreciate you, say thank you, and all of our supporting channels and sponsors and the McGrath Network National Streaming Network. Football, Carolina Panthers football is almost here. I hope everybody's so excited. How many days until we have football? Oh, let's see. 22. We'll get the number right. All right. Let's go ahead and introduce our super guest tonight. I want to go ahead and say that, first of all, we appreciate you coming on our show. We appreciate you spending all the time with us today. And we are so excited that you're going to share your journey. So if you had, I'm just going to say it like that and press play. Okay, so let me go ahead and introduce you. What started out as a joke evolved into a super big deal. Okay, whether he's tossing Monopoly money during his signature song or creating custom anthems for fans and brands, Carolina Mike brings humor, energy, and originality to every stage. He requires no introduction, but we're going to do him the honors and give him one tonight. He is a father extraordinaire. Like I said, Carolina Panthers super fan. His music and videos have reached millions online as well as in person. He has performed at the Roaring Riot, the Panthers halftime show, NBA halftime shows, and other sporting events, state fairs, festivals, and major entertainment venues. And he has also performed on America's Got Talent. Now he's going to give you an announcement tonight, so I'm going to kind of keep that quiet and let him do that. But please welcome the one and only Carolina Mike.
What up, party people? Hey, Pink, thank you so much for having me on. But, I got a question for you. I just got to ask. If
please ask your question.
Had 150,000.
Woo!
Let's go, party people.
Mr. 150,000 himself, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
What up?
How are you doing today? Superfan Thursday. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much. Having a good day and just happy to spend some time with you to get to know you, have some fun.
Let's go.
Let's go. So how have you been? How was your season? I know 2025 we finished with a pretty decent schedule. How was your season? I know that you came to Carolina a couple of times, but how was your season? Did you enjoy the football season this past year?
I loved it. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed my first trip to Bank of America Stadium, which was for that Saints game where I got to perform right before halftime. So I never thought that my first time setting foot inside Bank of America would be the same day that I would perform.
So you did not know you were going to perform that day?
Oh, I knew. Like there was a sound check and everything. So, I was originally just going to come down and do the Roaring Riot, but that turned into Roaring Riot, then also turned into performing at the Panthers game, which also turned into doing a live feed for NFL Today Plus at the hotel. So I did three pretty huge things all in one day.
You know what? They don't call you Carolina Mike for no reason. Now, before we get into football, just tell me a little, tell the audience a little bit. Now, were you born with a mic in your hand? How did that all evolve? And how did you become a Carolina Panthers fan? So, if you'd like to share your journey about you becoming a Panthers fan first, or being Carolina Mike, how did that evolve? Either way.
Sure. We'll start with being a Panthers fan. I think my first exposure to it was, once the franchise got announced, I was in college, and when they did the groundbreaking ceremony for Ericsson Stadium, so the real ones, if you know the name Ericsson Stadium, then you
Mhm.
know, okay. Um, I was actually at the groundbreaking for that with my marching band, my college marching band. And that's my first exposure. And then once I got into the Marine Corps, I remember they were playing against Green Bay. I think this was like around 96, 97, somewhere in there. And I just kind of just continued to be a fan, especially once I moved to Minnesota from the Carolinas. Then I just sort of really hung on to my Carolina team at that point.
Thank you so much for your incredible selfless service to our country. Semper Fi, Semper Fi. I know it's one or the other. So I'm right there with
Simplify, you
you,
got it.
man. Semper Fi. Thank you for that. You're, serving. I served as well. So we're like battle buddies and all, but it sounds like it's a very so you ended up in Minnesota, but you said the 90s. So you became a fan right around the time I became a fan, and I think it was 98. And I don't know if you probably do remember Kevin Green and Eric Davis.
Yeah.
When they
Yep.
came to Carolina, that's when I came to Carolina. But you came in the 90s as well. So you've been there. You like a
Oh yeah.
staple.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a great squad.
How
Love them.
often do you get to come to the games?
So far, I've only been to two games. The Saints game where I performed, and
Mhm.
then later on in that same season, last season, I flew down for the um, Seahawks game. And
Okay.
I was trying to time it so it would, because we had an opportunity to clinch at that
Yes,
game,
you did.
and it was quite the miserable day. I mean, as far as
Tell
for
me about it, man. I'm still
nervous.
crying for that. Oh
I mean, it was great being around the fans and
man.
everything, and being at the game. Uh, and I found myself yelling at people as they were leaving. I was like, "Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving?"
We're leaving early because we shouldn't have never lost that game.
So,
Yeah,
but
that
yeah,
was
so I've only been to two games so far. Hoping to get to some more this season.
well, you definitely welcome to come. I'm a PSL owner, so
Oh,
I have 2 seats, and, I haven't filled up all of my games, so you're always welcome to come in and sit next to the pink in section 137.
hey, be careful because I'll call you up on it now.
Hey, I'll let you know what games I have open. In fact, like I said, I might only have filled 3 or 4, but, I
Okay,
think I filled 3, so you more than
nice.
welcome, and we can talk offline about that. But, yeah, we'd like to see more of you down here in the Carolinas.
Well, that's my dream. It's in the song, season tickets. I mean, that's yeah. Someday,
And if
someday.
you had 150,000, like, we already know what you're gonna do with it, but so, I mean, I wanna know how'd you came up with that. That's such an incredible song, and I listened to the lyrics of your songs, and they're so incredible, like, the imagination and creativity is off the charts. I really appreciate, the lyrics and how you put it together. You get that rhyme, you kick that funky beat for us one time. You're gonna kick a funky beat for us one time too, but we're also gonna play your clip. So tell the audience how you came up with if you had
What would you do?
150,000.
150 grand in your hand. What would you do? So really, it started with the beat, and I was on a quest to write like 30 songs in 30 days. Okay. And I feel like I got to about 6, 7 songs.
Mhm.
And that beat, the 150K beat, was one of them. And so I had the beat, And literally, like I'm sitting where I'm at right now is where I have written every song at my computer. Um, and I was just sitting here listening to the beat, and I just started humming. I was like, "Mm, mm, mm, it just kind of came.
Mhm.
It just
Mhm.
materialized, and
It's
I'm
in
like,
you. That's why
I guess. So
all the creativity and magic happens right there.
yeah, and so I had this hook, and I was like, why is it 150,000? And I was like, well, I don't care. I said, I don't want to change it to a million necessarily at that particular time,
Uh-huh.
because that song's been done. And I was like, well, okay, I landed on 150,000, which is this really weird amount of money. You can't do a whole lot with it, but it's more than nothing. And then I just started writing about funny stuff that I would do. I was like, oh, let's see, I'd buy a yacht. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not enough to buy. Like that was my thought process. I was like, oh, that's on a big old yacht. Wait a minute, it's not enough to buy a
Right.
yacht. And then
Right.
it just kind of just kept on going.
What do you
So
feel like your inspiration is? Because I know, well, I don't know because I don't write music, but I probably could. I mean, you gotta have some kind of inspiration, and then, like you say, it just comes to you, and so you have it in you, but then you have some kind of inspiration. So what would that be?
just fun, honestly, just having fun. Like if you almost every one of my songs, like I think there's only one song that I'm on where it's like just total serious. And it wasn't a song that I actually wrote. I did a feature on a song called True Friend, and that's the only serious
Mhm.
song I'm on. Everything else has some comedy in it. And so coming up, Weird Al Yankovic was like a huge, like I
Yeah,
thought he was so
yeah.
cool. And so
80s, what,
yeah,
87, 88,
yeah,
something like that.
and so I kind of have like this weird mishmash of like funk and R&B and electronic and comedy, and it just all kind of just comes together.
Do you play instruments?
I do play an instrument. I play euphonium. I played euphonium middle school, high school, college, 4 years in the Marine Corps. I haven't played in a while, but it's one of those things that you just don't forget. So if I were to get a horn, I'm currently looking for a horn, but they're so expensive. They're very
Mm,
expensive instrument.
we're gonna
Um,
have to look that up because I don't even know what it is.
Euphonium or baritone horn. A lot of times they
Baritone,
call it
okay.
baritone horn, but you know, I like to
You're
call it
looking
euphonium.
for a baritone horn. Guys and girls, you guys, donate. If you're looking to donate for a good cause, get the
I'll put it
man
to
a
good use,
baritone horn. Get the man a baritone horn, everybody. Come on, somebody, make it happen.
and I will put it in a track. As soon as I get one, I am going to put it on a track. I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it happen.
So the music, like you come up with the hook, but also how do you decide like the beat or you know the all the things that they call it in music, how you come up with the beat and
You got it. Like
music,
the basically the beat and the music.
right?
I just I basically just sit down. Oh, there is a process, and I can't remember if this happened with 150K or not, but some of my songs have started out to where, oh, well, they call me where I go. They call me C to the A, R to the O, L to the I,
Mhm.
N A, M I C. A lot of those melodies will come to me in the shower. So I'll be like in the shower.
TMI, or shall I say TMMFI? Okay, y'all know, but
And
okay, hey,
so
wherever you get your inspiration, man, if it works for you, it works for us.
so I'll just be singing or humming or whatever, trying to think of lyrics, and or I'll just have this random melody, right? And I was
Mhm.
like, I want to do a song where I kind of spell out my name, and I just started humming, and so I'll go grab my phone and then record it, and then listen back, and I'll take that recording and bring it into the audio session, and then I will play that in the audio session, and then use that to help start tracking out the melody. And usually I'll start with a piano to get that
Okay.
initial melody out, And then that's all MIDI. And at that point, I can just take that piano track and then just slap another instrument on it, a bass or guitar or whatever. So that's the general process, if that answers
Right.
your
It sounds like it's pretty easy, but it also sounds like it's very hard and difficult because you got to know instruments and you got to know how to add all that stuff. Like, how do you add the different instruments that you talked about? Because I have no clue. I'm
yeah.
barely trying to edit these videos.
Yeah, there's a little bit of learning curve to the software that I use, but once you,
Mhm.
once you play around with it for a little bit, then you just kind of figure out, how to, click and drag and move this here, and
Click
then
and
just
drag, everybody.
yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it. That's my whole click drag, 150K. Boom.
Click drag 150K. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So excited. So how long have you been doing music though? Like as long as you've been a Panthers fan, or when did music come into? I know you said in the Marines, you played in the Marines, so it had to be before you became a Panthers fan.
Well, music's a very broad term, right? So if you're talking about being interested in music, I mean, from a very very young age, very interested in like singing and entertaining. Like people come over to the house when I was like 6, 7, 8 years
Mhm.
old. There was pictures of me trying to like sing for people. But then once I got into band, of course I was in band. But then as far as writing and releasing music, I didn't release my first song until 2018. 2018 is
Okay.
when I released my first song. And then I've just been kind of releasing stuff, independently since then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Independent sounds like the way to go. Being independent. I mean,
Oh, you know it.
you have so much more independence and autonomy when you do that, because we've heard musicians go through the ringer when it comes to signing and all this other stuff that they do, but it sounds good that it sounds very productive. I mean, you've been pretty productive from what I can see. You've been super busy.
Trying, trying, doing my best.
Well, you are what would they say in Marines when okay, in the Marines they would not say try.
We're doing it,
Marine, what are you going to be doing here?
attacking
You
it.
know, you're going to be attacking it. In the army, they say we don't try, we do.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Always forward, never backward. So hey, good, 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 good for you. So yeah, we're so excited to hear your track here. We're gonna play it a little while in about maybe 10 minutes or so. But let's talk a little bit, or maybe not a little, but let's talk a lot about the Panthers. What are your thoughts on as we finish up the season? We made the playoffs. You
Playoffs.
know, we made we made the playoffs by
Yes.
by by a hair, and that was because thank you, Atlanta Falcons. I know Eric Rodgers, if you're listening, Rampage. Thank you so much, Atlanta Falcons, for putting us there. But we didn't do our due diligence and follow through. What's your
Well,
thoughts on finishing up the season, not making it, but we made it, but we did make it.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I still think it's an overall win for the team, for the fan base. I mean, the way people showed up and showed out for that playoff game,
mhm,
bringing Cam back.
mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
come on, that that was
That
epic.
that was
Um,
electric. That was
it really was, and
so
I'm a firm
electric.
believer in the mental game. Like I mean, the way they can, get over, get to the next level is the mental game.
The
The mental
mental is
game,
very important.
focus. Yeah. So I'm looking
Attention,
forward.
focus, tenacity, determination, fortitude, all of those things. And I think that, like you're right, plays such a huge game. I mean, game in that.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, but we did good. We did good, and we finished strongly. I mean, I think everybody like left feeling energized
Mhm.
and ready for this new season to kick off. I mean, we've got training camp starting here on the 23rd. We've got the Carolina Panthers Fan Fest on the 31st here at the bank. And so there's going to be a lot of good things to go. And we've got the Hall of Fame game, which is the game opener for the season 2026. So, what are your thoughts on the draft picks?
I knew you were going to
2026.
get into some of those technical sports aspects, and I'm not going to pretend like, oh, I am following every single pick and all
It's
that jazz.
okay.
I think, wasn't it like an offensive line
Yeah.
person for the first pick?
I'm gonna pull them up. I'm gonna pull them up.
Yeah,
We talked about this the other day. Let's see. We were talking about the quarterback position. We had, was it? Oh, they just re-signed another guy. Wait, let me pull them up. Let me pull them up. We had, oh, Monroe Freeling
there you go.
was the
That's
first
it.
pick. And let's see
What
who else.
position?
Let me see. Hold on, let me tell you. Hold on, let me tell you. Oh yeah, was it? Well, I'm going down the list. Wait, that's my roster. That's what I want to look at, the roster.
He's a
Okay.
tackle. He's a tackle.
So he's a tackle. We had Chris Brazzell the second wide
Yeah.
receiver.
So
And then we had, let me keep on scrolling here. They just signed Brady Christensen. Jalen Coker just signed a $35 million 3-year deal. We've got, hold on, I'm going down the list. We were talking about all these guys. Monroe Freeling, yeah, like you said, is a tackle. And then we have, who else? Who else am I looking? We were
so
talking
I
about,
mean,
we got some stars on here. We got Aaron Hall on here and Mike Jackson.
yeah. Anything that they can do to help make sure that Bryce has time in the pocket, right? So he can do his thing
Mhm.
and keep putting, you know, some key players around him so that um, he have somebody to get the ball to. Um, I just think again, there's some strategic moves, and I just firmly again I'll go back to just making sure everybody's on the same page, right?
Yep,
So
everybody's got to be on the same page, and we
yeah.
got Jatavian Sanders is back. You know, he was out last year. Mike Jackson, Hunt. I'm still going down the list. We've got some. We've got. I still am looking for the guys. We
I'm more of a hype the crowd up than I am an X
Zakey
and O.
Wheatley. Zakey Wheatley is the safety, one of the guys we drafted as well.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we are looking forward to everything that the Panthers is going to bring, the excitement, and we are on the schedule for. We've got three or five, three primetime games, I think. A Monday
Oh,
night, a Thursday night, and a Sunday night. Because we
see,
played, yeah, we played the Lions on Sunday night, and then I can't remember who we played on that Thursday night, but not talking about the Hall of Fame game, I think. But we're excited. Excited for training camp. That's gonna start soon. The Hall of Fame. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Let me see what else came out of the training camp thing. We've got Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett, and Haynes King as the notable quarterbacks. Of course, BY is QB1, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to be QB2 and
hmm
QB3. Because they're going to cut that roster down to 53. That's always going to be hard, and the pre games are going to be exciting too.
I would love to sign like a 1 day, $150,000 contract. That would be awesome. I feel like I could probably complete a pass or catch a pass or
I
get a
think you
couple
could.
yards. I feel like I could do it. I mean, I'd be probably injured after that first play for the
No,
season for the rest of my
no,
life.
don't say that. Don't call that into existence. No, you're gonna catch that pass and you're gonna run with it. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be
Run
trying to get
right out of
that
bounds.
money at the end.
Right. Uh,
Yeah, so I'm just looking over the schedule real quick. We got pregame, we've got the Buffalo Bills, Jacksonville Jaguars. Lord have mercy. We going back to Everbank Stadium, even though it's not a regular season game. I went to that game last year and it was hot as hazes out there. And
mm.
and then I don't know if it was the electricity or it was a storm or something, but they made us stand out in the solarium the thing that's around it for an hour and a half, and there were no seats, like literally nowhere to sit. So we had to stand up for a whole hour and a half during that Jacksonville game, and it was a lot. And then after that, we go back out in the 100 and some degree heat and end up, of course, losing. But it was a great weekend, though. The Jacksonville super fans, Nikki McLaughlin, her team, they really put on the show for us. They really accepted us with open arms, and they just really treated us with so much grace and glory. And so we appreciate that. I had her on the show, her and her team, early in January. So we've been rocking and rolling, lock and load over here on Pink Fanfare. But looking at the regular schedule, we start with the Bears on 9/13.
The Bears.
That's going to be a big one. And then we've got the Atlanta Falcons, of course. So, like I said, we're looking forward. And and the Philadelphia Eagles. We got like a hard schedule, I would have to say.
Yes.
With the Bears, because they finished up. They were in the playoffs. We got Detroit is pretty good. So that's going to be a hard game. Philadelphia Eagles is just going out there. It's rough going into the Eagles territory. And of course, we got Green Bay again. We got Denver. They finished up in the playoffs. And I mean, everybody in the NFC in the playoffs, we're playing. And then we got Baltimore, of course, Minnesota, our regular people.
I'm going to be at the Minnesota game.
Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at the Minnesota game. I mean, I'm going to be in the third level, probably. I think upper level. But I'm going to be in the building. Because
that's closer to you, right?
It is to me because I live in Minnesota.
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you're not at that game. Something got to happen. You need to be down on the stage. You need to be down near the Panthers on that game right there. Panthers, if you guys are listening, you make sure you bring Carolina Mike out there.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to try and, because it's not a home game for the Panthers. So I don't think the Vikings will take too kindly to me, like hyping up the Panthers fans, but I'm gonna do it from the stands for sure.
However, you can do it with the Roaring Riot, though. I mean, they'll be there. They're at every away game. So
really?
Yes, the
I gotta
Roaring Riot is at every. Reach out to them, brother.
Tailgate with them, then I'm
absolutely. I think it'd be great that you go there. I'm not going to that game, unfortunately. I got some colleagues that's going to be going, but that wasn't the one on my list to go. I'll be going to Philadelphia. Like I said, the Steelers game. I'll be going to that. And I was going to go to NOLA, but I decided not to. So it'll just be Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Cleveland. Can't forget about our Cleveland super fans. Okay, I'll be in Cleveland. But you've got to be you're going to be in Minnesota. So hopefully you'll get a chance to go tailgate with the Roaring Riot. Shout out to the Roaring Riot who brought Carolina Mike into Carolina's last year, and he performed quite well and was electric as usual. Thank you. With that being said, I'm going to take a little break here before we move on. Okay, we're about halfway, and we're going to do, like I said, we're going to play this clip for you. And you guys, I hope you enjoy this clip of Carolina Mike, and we're going to shout out to the McGrath National Streaming Sports Network. And so we'll be back in just a minute.
What up, party people? I got a question. Are you super pumped that the Panthers have now released their 2026 schedule? Yeah, me too. I live in Minnesota, y'all. I'm so pumped. I'm getting my tickets to the Vikings game as soon as this video's over. Oh yeah, new remix to kick off the season. Spend $150,000 on a football team. Wait a minute, that's not enough to buy a team. Spend $150,000, get an on-field pass so I can make these moments sure to last. Build a practice field outside my house, but the HOA's gonna make me tear it down. Might get me some Panthers season tickets. I want club level seats, I want all of it. I get some ad space on the Jumbotron so I can advertise my brand new song. Might get me a plane so I can fly to games, except I don't even know how to fly a plane. Scratch that, I'ma get me a big old bus so I can drive to the games with all of us. Come on, Panthers, it's time to get down. Stand up, Charlotte, this is your town. If you had 150,000, if you had 150,000. Panthers fans, you know what to do. Stand up, be proud, make some noise, keep pounding, and I will see you at the game. Let's go.
Outstanding. Shout out
Thank
to
you.
Carolina Mike for that song, man. That was amazing. That is so amazing and funny at the same time. Like, yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
not a
Thank
pilot.
you.
I mean, hold on a second. You're not a pilot, right? But if you could be, you would.
Hey, yeah, right. I mean, I'm a little bit afraid of flying an airplane because I feel like I'm a thrill seeker kind of by nature, and I would be so afraid that I might try and do a barrel roll or like a full loop or something in an airplane,
Yeah.
and the wings just break off, and I'm just yeah.
I can see you being part of the Blue Devils.
Ah,
Yeah, that was
so
amazing. That was amazing. Great video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you had 150,000, that's one of his actual signature song, but I'm pretty sure he has a lot more. And we're going to talk about where you can find him on his social media as well as where you can find his music. But also, I wanted to shout out to B. That new promo is really nice. I mean, really, really nice. I didn't expect that. That was really, really put together, well put together. So shout out to B on the ones and twos out there putting that together for us. And we appreciate the McGrath Network. We also appreciate Sonia, the founder of the original Carolina PANTHERS, and my friend as well. And she also has a show Wednesday and Friday and Saturday on the Legal Score. And of course, B, Friday with the fellas, and then all of the other schedules that you can see. But other than that, like, you having fun?
oh yeah, gotta have fun with the party people.
You got to tell me, man, what's next? What is next on the agenda? Like, tell us a little bit more about some of your songs. I know you have a new release out called Press Play, correct?
That is correct.
Tell us about that.
Well, the first thing I want to address is that some people didn't get the joke. So I went to ChatGPT and I was like, make me the most horrible, the worst possible poster ever to promote my song Press Play. And I want like just massive amounts of cassette players and a bunch of different hands and make it look awful. And I did that and I posted it and people were like, don't switch to AI, don't use AI. I was like, y'all, like I was being facetious. I wasn't being serious with that.
Did AI
Anyway,
take you serious or did they take you facetiously?
it took me both. I mean, it came up with a very awful
I saw it. I have it in the promo. Did you see it playing in the
I
intro?
did. I saw it. I was like, oh snap. So
Oh.
yeah, people gave me a hard time about that, but I don't think they got the joke that I'm not gonna start using AI for my posters and stuff. I've seen enough bad ones, and I was like, I just want to have some fun with it. But so we got Press Play that's out right now, and it's currently it's up to like 470 something streams on Spotify. I know that may not seem like a lot, but hey, you know, my other songs before 150K started doing this thing, I would get like maybe, you know, 50, 60, you know, plays on Spotify. So I'm very thankful to the fans for hitting press play on press play. Uh,
Tell us about it. How does it go? Kick a funky beat for us one time for press play.
Press play goes, if you can hear it, then you can see it. This jam in your ear. I know you like it. Don't deny it. This music you need to hear. Press play. Don't delay. And it just kind of goes. You got to have the music with it. But that's
I wish
how
I
it
had
starts.
it. I would definitely play it. Hey guys, if you want to hear his new single, go ahead and get it off of Spotify and get it off of iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, and all those other
Everywhere.
platforms.
Everywhere.
He's everywhere.
And there's another one that's coming out August 7th.
Do
During the
tell.
Hall of Fame weekend, and it's called So That's Your Life. It is available right now only on Bandcamp. So you can listen on Bandcamp and you can buy a digital copy on Bandcamp, but then it releases streaming everywhere on August 7th.
Now, I know I'm from the old school, not the new school. So maybe all the other fans out there and viewers may know, but I don't know what Bandcamp is. I know what it sounds like, but
Okay.
Bandcamp, is that a
Yeah,
new
I got it.
streaming service?
So Bandcamp is a place, it's a website for artists, usually independent artists, to provide digital copies of their music to fans. And you know, some people will put it there before it streams. Some people
Mhm.
put it there, and just the website. The link is in my bio. You go there, and it'll take you to my page, and you can just listen to the song, or you can actually buy a digital copy. So, yep, it's just another music platform.
Just another music platform with all the other millions of other platforms we have. But you know what? We're so happy that you're on all these platforms. It's good for you because hey, the more you support, the better. I mean, we appreciate all the support that we can get, right? I mean, you do such a great job with your lyrics and your music, and he's independent, guys and girls. I mean, talk about talent. I mean, extraordinary talent and very creative and intuitive and just all of those things that you put in your music, as well as when you hype up the crowd, you can see the originality and the enthusiasm. How I talked about the inspiration, but how do you keep it going? Like, you have some long days.
Yeah. You know, when I'm in performance mode, I just kind of go, you know. And when I'm day to day, you know, I have my day job, and then after the day job is done, then it's, you know, I have my daughter. I've got, you know, tennis that I'm trying to get better at tennis, and then
Okay.
going out and trying to find, you know, ways to perform, work on my craft, rehearse, all of that. So
We're gonna see you at Wimbledon.
I, I wish, like that, you know, I regret not setting things up when I went to Wake Forest and Clemson University. I performed at both those schools, and each time I forgot to ask, hey, can I set up a match with one of your tennis players
Mhm.
on, you know, on the tennis team? So next time I do that, or there's any schools out there thinking about bringing me in, just know I would love to take on one of your players in an exhibition match. I might get throttled, but hey, I'm still
Hey,
going to
no
give it my all.
worries. You got to give it your all, no matter what you do, man. I mean, and schools, if you're out there, bring them in because we want to see this. We really want to see you get. I don't want to see you get throttled, but it'd be funny to see it.
Hey, I'm not going down without a fight. Put it that
Don't
way.
do it. We can't do that around here. Not here on Pink Fan Ferg and Company. I want to talk a little bit about going back to the Panthers. I want to jump around. Like, have you met any of the players? And if you haven't, which players would you like to meet? And what kinds of like words of wisdom or inspiration would you give the players if you had an opportunity to meet any of them?
I haven't met Bryce Young yet, but I really would like to meet him. I think he's super cool. Um, I love how he focuses on positivity and his faith. I really dig that. So I might be looking for them to give me some words of wisdom. They're out there doing the thing. I don't know that I would have a whole lot to add for them. I've had a chance to meet some former players, and I've had a chance to meet a few current players. So we start with the former players. I met Luke Kuechly, Jonathan Stewart, Jake Delhomme.
Yep.
And then current players, I met Chuba Hubbard, Xavier Legette.
Chuba.
Yep.
Number 30.
And then back in the day, I got Greg Olson's autograph. But that was just a very brief moment. So, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm right there with you. I met Jonathan Stewart, Luke Kuechly. I haven't met Cam Newton. I wanted to meet him. I've met Bryce Young. I've met Jalen Coker. I've met Xavier Legette. I said Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Stewart, Kuechly, Mike Jackson, Hunt. I've met quite a few of them because, I'm just here and I know where they practice. And
you definitely got me beat there on the
if we go back to the old school, back in 07, 08, well, of course I didn't say Thomas Davis Sr. I didn't say that Thomas Davis Sr. The other guy came out of Coastal Carolina. You know what I'm talking about. Came out of Coastal Carolina. Josh Norman.
Oh yeah.
Stephen Davis. I mean, it's been so many. Wardell, what got his name, but so I'm talking about back in the day. Chris, what's his name? Chris. No, not Chris Winky. It was Chris.
Chris
it was
Gamble.
Drew,
Chris Gamble.
Chris Gamble. Chris Draft. Oh yes, and I cannot forget Steve Smith Sr.
Oh, you met Steve Smith?
Back in the day in Columbia, South Carolina, when I was serving in the Army, they used to come to, back in the day, it used to be Finley Park. Now it used to be Sydney Park. Now it's Finley Park. So they used to have, they used to come in, I don't know what they called it, fan day or something like that, but they used to come to Columbia. And every time I found out they would come to Columbia, I would be down there. So that's where I met Steve Smith Sr. and Chris Draft and the old kicker. So yeah, but it was great. I was happy to meet a lot of those guys. Interesting.
Yeah.
And it's some other ones too that I can't think of, but I've met them, I've had an opportunity to have a picture with them. And like you said, going back to Bryce, he is such a cool guy. Like really, he's so down to earth. It's ridiculous. Very, very, I call him a genius, but and like you said, the way that he focuses and he puts his attention to it and he just nothing rattles him because, I watched him when he took his first snap at Alabama. So I know him from when he grew up in Alabama because all of you guys know that I'm an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, Roll Tide, but you know what? So, but he's a very humble guy and I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's super cool. Hope to meet him someday.
Yeah, I hope you do get to meet him. I mean, really, Carolina Panthers, if you're listening, Carolina Mike wants to meet Bryce Young and all of the other players. Come on now, make it happen, Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding, baby. Let's go.
Thank you for advocating for me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely is what we do, man. We got to advocate for each other because if we don't, who will? We got to advocate for ourselves. We got to advocate for each other and we got to support each other, because guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, support is free. All you got to do is like, follow, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's all you got to do. And it's free. That's it. We're not asking for any money.
I have some breaking news that
oh, you do? Breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. Drum roll.
Well, I mean, so I got blue check verified on TikTok over the weekend.
Congratulations. Wow. How does that work? I mean, that sounds like it's a big deal.
Well, for TikTok, I think it to me it seems like it is because back in the day, right? I feel like Twitter was the first ones that started doing that whole blue check thing, right? Like if you were a celebrity or notable or whatnot, they would give you the blue check, and you couldn't, you couldn't apply for it. It was like they just bestowed it upon you. And then there was Instagram, and they had a blue check or like some sort of check mark, right? But then things
Check.
changed, and you could buy the blue check. So now with Instagram and with Instagram
Instagram, Facebook,
and Twitter,
Twitter.
but with TikTok, it's still you have to apply for it. That you don't get it. You can't pay to get it. You have to apply for it. And so I went through the application process, and I'd done it like 2 or 3 times, and I kept getting denied. But this time it worked. So now I got the blue check on TikTok.
Well,
Let's
that's
go, partner.
amazing. That's you've been bestowed the blue check on TikTok. I mean, I'm not on TikTok yet, but I do plan on creating my TikTok page before football season. I keep saying that, but I'm so glad that you're on TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, go follow Carolina Mike on TikTok. That's awesome. I mean, what does the application entail? I mean, what do you have to do?
So
Fill out
you
the
have
application,
to.
say what? I got 1 million followers.
No, so they don't care how many followers you have. It's not about followers. It's basically you have to provide them with 4 links to notable news articles about you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it's just from news coverage. And then they asked, because I'm an artist, they wanted to know if I had a Spotify profile, which I do. And so I provided them with the 4 news articles, my Spotify profile information.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it took.
Well, you deserve it, man. I mean, you've done your time. You're still doing your time, but you deserve it. That's awesome. As soon as I get on TikTok, I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, please do. I will follow you back. Shoot me a DM.
Thank you. Yeah.
But shout out to the fans. I feel like I can never say that enough, because if it wasn't for y'all, watching, listening, liking, subscribe, and sharing, like that's like when this thing really first started taking off, like the people just sharing, it just made it kept rolling, rolling. So
you're making me cry with these sob stories. Oh, man.
Cue the violins.
Yeah, no, you're making me cry, but these stories are pulling our heartstrings. But no, my eyes are watering. But yeah, you definitely deserve it. I know you've been super busy. I mean, I know I mentioned earlier that and I think this was a tryout or a performance. I know that I said earlier that you performed at the state fair. You performed at so many sporting venues. Give us a little bit of information, 411, on how was performing at the actual venues, not the Panthers, but yeah, that was like 80,000 people. And then you had the NBA, and then you had the state fair, and then you had last but not least, what was it called? America's Got Talent. Tell us about all your experiences on these big platforms. Like, how do you even hold it together?
I ask myself that after these performances all the time, and I mean, I attribute it to God, just sort of helping guide me through these scenarios. But just generally speaking, just staying in the moment and just staying focused. And it's tough sometimes. Believe me, it's tough. You got, Wake Forest, I had a cameraman like just
there,
right in my face. And, I was having some minor technical glitches in my earpieces. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm dealing with this. The camera guy is right there in my face. But I just had to lock in.
Not lock up.
Not lock up. No, we can't have that.
No.
But there's a lot of preparation beforehand, just practicing at home, practicing in the car. And then, when I get to the venue and I'm waiting to go on, I'm constantly running through the stuff in my head. So, but it's just a blessing to be able to have the opportunity. And yeah, I'm
It
very,
is.
very lucky.
You don't ever forget your lyrics, do you? Your lyrics
Uh,
that you write the lyrics, but you don't forget them, do you? Because
I would be
sometimes
lying
I
if I
forget
said
my
I
stuff.
did not. I would be lying if I said I did not have moments where I've had to fake the funk, and it's happened a couple of times. And what you do is you just keep rolling. You just
Keep
I there's a
rolling.
couple of times where it's like I don't know what I just said. I don't know if they know what I just said, but it was in time to the music, and we are on to the next verse. Nice. I like those. So
Hey,
yeah.
you know what? I forget things sometimes. I did so much public speaking, and then sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches and go with the flow and just say something. Like,
hmm Just can't stop.
and then you're like, when you finish, like, dang, I wish I wouldn't have said that. I should have said that. But yeah, I can imagine. I mean, just being in front of all of those people and just like, oh my goodness, like you might, hey, forget your beat, forget your dance, you be
Uh-huh.
like, okay, I'm just gonna move. I'm just be like,
So yeah, I mean, and then sometimes, well, one time I got
mm.
choreography with the honeybees, and
Really, Charlotte?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, well,
So when I did the Hornets versus Spurs,
okay.
they had just won five in a row, and then that game was six in a row, and I performed for halftime there. And right before, I think it was during sound check, we were doing a run through, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to do this choreography with us at this point in the song?" And I was like, "What choreography?" And I said,
I
"Okay,
want
show
to.
me." And
I
it's
missed it. I
it's
want to see that.
it's on my Instagram. It's on my
Okay,
Instagram.
I go
Yeah,
go back and look at that.
yeah, yeah. Um, and so we did it. They showed it to me. I did it in sound check, and then I was able to do it when showtime came. So that was probably that was a very fun moment right there to get
I
to
can't wait to go
do
back and look at.
choreography with the honeybees.
Oh my goodness, we've stolen some. I'm gonna take these glasses off because I can't see. Oh yeah, I gotta put a plug in for these right here. These Catavision glasses, compliments of the famous Mad
I
Cata.
was gonna say that because I thought that looked like Mad Cata.
Shout out to Mad Cata. If you want some Catavision glasses, some top hats, some masks, Cata heads, hit him up. Hit him up.
Shout out to him and his mom. They actually came to see me at Wake Forest.
All
When I
right,
performed at
that's
Wake
what's
Forest, they
up.
yep, yep, they supported. I was like, yeah,
That
yeah,
is amazing. Thank you so much for your support, Kata. I mean, Kata is a very good guy. Like he's a good dude, great
yeah.
person, great personality. Um, we've had him on the show quite a few times here on Superfan Thursday, and we're gonna have him back on the show in a couple of weeks. But wanted to give him a plug for that. Very talented guy. You guys got so much talent and intuitiveness and just creativity. Your girl Pink Fang got a little bit of creativity too, but
You got a lot over there. What are you talking about?
yeah, we make super fan outfits here. I got my 3 sewing machines, and I mean, I think you can pretty much make anything that you put your mind to, like the lyrics that you put into your music, they just come to you, and then you add the music, and then you add your steps, and it's like whatever you do for your performance, it's a natural thing that you guys have. I mean, you have it, it's in you, it's a natural ability that you have, and it's being a super fan is a thing, but you have to have it in you, and a good friend told me that. So I'm very, like you said, I'm very happy that I have this talent that I can just think of something and create it. And
Mhm.
shout out to anybody who has that. And if you don't, come talk to us. We'll help you out.
There you
Um,
go.
as we get ready to close here, did you want to make an announcement? I think
Yep.
you said that you had like an announcement to give the audience about what's going on in the future of Carolina Mike.
Yeah, party people. So it's like this.
Party people, where you at? Party people is like this. He says like this.
Right.
If you had 150,000,
There you go.
and I'll give you the floor, Mike.
Fair enough. I am going to be in the building for the Pro Football Hall of Fame game between the Panthers and the Cardinals. I will be in the building.
Oh my God.
I will be milling about, just sort of capturing content and just, just doing the thing,
Oh my God. Really? Wow.
Yeah. So we gotta get loud and proud, and we gotta keep pounding and support Luke Kuechly, right? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm also gonna be at the class of 2026 enshrinement. I will be in the building for that as well. So I'll be milling about that weekend. If you see me, come up and say hi, because again, without you all, none of this happens. So
Oh my God, that's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing. That's just wonderful news.
I am
That's
excited.
great. I
am
know.
so
You got your Luke Kuechly jersey ready?
boop, signed.
Signed, sealed, delivered. Which one are you wearing? The black, the white, or the blue?
So when I come down there, I'll be wearing my blue alternate jersey. It was it's got custom Carolina Mike on the back, so that's what I'll be rocking.
I can't tell you if Pink Fanfare is going to be in the building or not, but I really don't know yet.
Oh,
Probably more than likely, but then I got some other things going on, so maybe not. It's kind of up in the air, but I'm glad you're going to be there and having so much fun. We're going to have so many Carolina Panthers fans there because it's kicking off the 2026 NFL season, Hall of Fame game, playing the Cardinals. It's going to be an exciting weekend. There's a parade, the enshrinement. There's going to be the tailgate with the Roaring Riot. Shout out to them. So hopefully you get some good video, some good footage, and come back and share, and come back anytime. We're very, very happy that you decided to spend an hour with us today on Superfan Thursday. So I want to ask, all right, so if somebody was up and coming, like Superfan, whether they're a Superfan or a fan or a regular fan, or even had the tenacity and an ambition to become a musician, a rapper, a comedic rapper, musician, or even join the military. Say, I do solemnly affirm to protect and defend. Like, what advice would you give people?
Okay, there's a couple of pieces here.
I know it's a long-winded question.
No, long. Okay, so I'll try and shorten it up. First thing is be you. Okay. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. Just be you. If you write a song and somebody clowns it, whatever. If you feel good about it, you feel like you put the effort into it. I mean, I've had people listen to 150K before it was a thing, and they clowned me. They're like, 150K. What are you talking rapping about 150K? It's like, well, okay. It's what I wanted to do, and it's what I did. So just be you and just go recklessly into it. Just do it. If there's something you're trying to do, just learn about it however you can, and just jump in both feet.
Jump in both feet. Be yourself, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Be yourself. The extraordinary, the famous Carolina Mike. We appreciate you, brother. I want you to stick around, stay backstage after the show. We appreciate you. You guys go follow Carolina Mike on all his social media handles and show him some love when you see him out there at the in Canton, Ohio, or anywhere. Show some love. Get a picture with him, and hey, give him a thumbs up. Last words of wisdom, Carolina Mike. The floor is yours.
Just life is short, so just do the best you can with what you got, and just keep smiling and having fun as best you can.
And keep
pounding.
Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Damn it. Carolina Mike. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.
All right.
Company, Superfan Thursday.
What up, party people? I got a question. Are you super pumped that the Panthers have now released their 2026 schedule? Yeah, me too. I live in Minnesota, y'all. I'm so pumped. I'm getting my tickets to the Vikings game as soon as this video's over. Oh yeah, new remix to kick off the season. Spend $150,000 on a football team. Wait a minute, that's not enough to buy a team. Spend $150,000, get an on-field pass so I can make these moments sure to last. Build a practice field outside my house, but the HOA's gonna make me tear it down. Might get me some Panthers season tickets. I want club level seats, I want all of it. I get some ad space on the Jumbotron so I can advertise my brand new song. Might get me a plane so I can fly to games, except I don't even know how to fly a plane. Scratch that, I'ma get me a big old bus so I can drive to the games with all of us. Come on, Panthers, it's time to get down. Stand up, Charlotte, this is your town. If you had 150,000, if you had 150,000. All right, Panthers fans, you know what to do. Stand up, be proud, make some noise, keep pounding, and I will see you at the game. Let's go.